last reached Hyderabad again, this time for the transfer process. My friend is waiting somewhere here, so he's just come to pick me up. Suppose that we'll go to Nizamabad. That's again another 200 odd kilometers from here. It's been one hell of a day. I reached Nizamabad at around, I reached Hyderabad at around 7:30. We had a breakfast, reached Nizamabad around 1 o'clock, did all the work which I came for. The work happened so soon that I in fact got the card also which I came for, and now I'm waiting for the bus. I'm at again Nizamabad itself on the highway. So yeah, once I get the bus, I'll go back to Bangalore and tell you guys the complete info of whatever happened here and the process, how to get the transfer done. So tired already, can't wait to crash. Before we get to the actual point, I'm like 3 or 4 feet away from the camera now, because the lens which I'm using, it's a prime lens in the sense it doesn't zoom in or zoom out. It's a fixed focal length, and this focal length is around 25 mm, which is equivalent to 50 mm because this is a micro four thirds camera. So yeah, but I kind of like, sitting in front of the camera and not holding the camera as such. You can move around with your hands while talking or something like that. So yeah, that's that. But yeah, coming to the actual point, back to Bangalore. The process is complete now. I am the official owner now. Till now I wasn't. Now it is complete, and I have the card also. I got the card like within a couple of hours itself. I've been receiving a lot many messages like how you travel with the TS registered in Karnataka, or what is the cost, and so many messages and comments I was getting. So I thought I might as well do a video which would be helpful for people, or basically get a heads up on how the transfer process actually works. So hence I'm doing this. First things first, I suggest not to take a bike or a car from a different state. The process is very complicated. I'm not sure why, but it is complicated. If there's an option to take a bike from your state, give priority to that. But in hindsight, if you look into, if you have the right set of people or the right set of contacts, if you know what I mean, the transfer is actually very smooth. It's almost like doing a normal transfer as such. Basically what I'll do is I'll just break it down from the beginning, what is the procedure and stuff, so that you guys will get a fair idea on how it happens. So suppose in my case, I have taken the bike from Telangana but I reside in Karnataka, and I want the bike to be registered in KA or Karnataka registered. So the process is very simple. You'll have to shell out a lot of money, but the main thing is how they'll calculate the cost. Suppose the bike value is 10 lakhs, right? You'll have to flat away pay 18% of the invoice value in Karnataka. And by the way, Karnataka has the highest road tax in the entire country. So if you're from Karnataka, it's all the more expensive for you. But yeah, 18% is the standard tax which you'll have to pay. There's no questions, no workarounds, no alternative ways. If you want to transfer it to Karnataka, you will have to pay 18% of the invoice value. Invoice value, I mean the showroom price, right? So suppose the bike costs around 10 lakhs on road, but the ex-showroom price of the vehicle is around 8,50,000, you can say. So if you calculate around 18% of 8,50,000, it comes up to around 1,53,000 roundabouts. But you need not have to pay 1,53,000 when you're taking a used bike, because the depreciation will come into picture, right? The RTO calculates very low depreciation on a bike. So suppose in my case, it's a 4+ year bike, right? So the first year depreciation will be around 8%, and then the second year it will add up to around 5%. The third year it will come to 4%. Fourth year it will come to like 3% or 2.5% or something like that. So if you consider like a 4+ year or a 5-year bike, the total depreciation will come to around 18 to 20%. Suppose if you think on those terms, you discount 20%, like the depreciated value, from the 8,50,000, right? So it will come up to again around 6,75,000 or somewhere around about that price. You will have to pay around 18% on that amount because it's a used bike. Still, it will cost upwards of 1 lakh. If not 1,50,000, it cost somewhere around 1 lakh 5 to 1 lakh 10,000 roundabouts. And again, if you're willing to do all the work by yourself, it will cost around that much. If you're giving it to any agent or something, obviously he'll keep his commission. So again, it will come up to around 1 lakh 25,000 roundabouts. But I wasn't willing to spend so much. I mean, I don't have that sort of money. So what I thought is, I'll just retain the bike in TS, but I'll change the ownership to me. So that sort of sounded an apt decision for me, because again, I couldn't put in that sort of money to change it to KA registration. So this is where, like I said, you will have to have the right set of contacts for people. So luckily I had one of my friend who stays in Hyderabad. So, and he knew a person who works. You'll have to just give out the papers, whatever he asks, and from then he'll look into every bit. So that is what it is. So somehow I went there, all the process happened. It's kind of a relief, I would say, after all the hassle which I went through, and everything sort of worked out at the first try itself. So yeah, I mean, if you guys are in a similar situation wherein you are in another state, but have taken the bike from another state, but you just want to change the ownership, this is the process. In case you guys have any questions or queries, this is my Instagram ID. You can message me. I'll definitely let you know whatever process is involved. So yeah, that was about it. I hope this video sort of helped you guys. If yes, please do like this video, and catch you in the next video very soon. Until then, peace out.